The main goal of Part 2 is to analyze students' fluency. You're going to do this by looking at students' word reading skills. As a student reads the passage, you're going to be checking off the words that they're reading accurately, and you're going to be identifying any words that the student is struggling with. Those words that the student is struggling with will inform the phonetic elements that you teach in Part 3 and that you also address in Part 4. In addition to that, you'll be probing students' comprehension by asking 3 types of questions: a literal, an inferential, and an evaluative question. The main goal of Part 2 is that you're analyzing students' fluency, and you're doing this by looking at the words students are reading correctly as well as the words that students are struggling to read.
Okay, Jonathan, now we're on to the next part of our lesson. So can you flip the card for me? Excellent. So now you're going to show what you know in this part. And in this part, I can help you, but that's okay because when you come across a tricky word, you can read your strategy list to help you, or you can just simply skip it.
Oftentimes, students are overly reliant on the adult sitting next to them to support them with their word reading. This is the time for students to show what they know and to have confidence skipping a word that they don't know or trying it to the best of their ability in the moment. Reassuring students that this is okay to try their best or to skip it is important for Part 2 of the lesson.
So can you read the title for me?
Sally's Beach Rescue.
Excellent. Now when you're ready, you can begin.
Sally and Grandma went to the beach. These flags tell us where it is safe to swim, said Grandma. Who is that? Said Sally. That's Andy, said Grandma. He helps to keep people safe at the beach. Sally played in the sand. She looked at the waves to see if they were still big. She saw a boy in the water. He was waving at her. Look, said Sally. Oh no, said Grandma. That boy needs help.
Excellent. Did great.
Part 2 of the lesson is all about you stepping back from the student and using your scoring sheet to track student progress. It's important that you have the sheet in front of you and that you are following along as the student reads. You need to be checking off all the words the student is reading accurately and identifying any words that the student is struggling with. On that same sheet, you need to be marking off how well the student is able to answer the comprehension questions.
So now I'm going to ask you a few questions. Okay, so who did Sally go to the beach with?
Her grandma.
The grandma, right. And why was the boy waving?
To say hello.
Say hello. Do you think the boy should have been swimming? Why or why not?
He shouldn't,
He shouldn't.
because the water could have took him into the deep.
Right, it took him to the team, yes. Great, so now we're gonna move on to the next part.